Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight is, and what a day. So yes, Starlight had like a couple days that were not so great, and Starlight got through those days, but today made up for the last couple days. So anyway, I love all of you. I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere, and we all get those days. Some people act like they're always, doing great, but really, if they always act like every day that nothing ever happens, we should know that that's impossible. We all have our days. And anyway, I really want to reach out to all of you and make sure you are getting out in nature somewhere like Starlight is. I just arrived here, and because of time and the way my day went, is I had to hurry up, go pee really quick, and get going because it's later than normal. But this is how the universe set this day up. Anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. I mean Kathy with a K, Dingman. Plus, if you want to see or be that change that you want to see in the world, you can give this video a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And don't forget the notification bell. That way you do not miss any videos. And also, I know there's a lot of pluses and ands, but also don't forget to check out my playlist. And I met a lot of beautiful people today. I am as high as I think I can get today in one day. I'm just so amazed at what God is doing in my life. So woohoo! So anyway, I do love all of you, and besides checking out my playlist, is you can also find me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, here we go. I have no clue. I looked for so many different hiking trails, and this is where the universe brought me. I've just got done driving a bit, so let's see which way. I don't know anything about this area, but I think that is the dog park over there, so I'm going to skip the dog park tonight. So we're going to go this way. Like I said, I've never been here before. I don't know how long this trail is. So, and like I mentioned in other videos, Starlight doesn't really like when they're paved like this, and I know sometimes they make them like this because there's some people, they're kind of fun. They don't care for walking on the earth, but Starlight loves walking on Mother Earth, So anyway, I had a couple topics that I was thinking about making last night. I was like tossing and turning, trying to figure out what topic did I want to talk about, and I got so much on my mind, and it's all great stuff. It's amazing what God is doing in my life right now, and I hope you ladies and gentlemen out there get these days like this. And I don't know if any of the guys that I met today are gonna watch this video, but if you met me today, I want to say a big, humongous thank you to all of you. It is amazing how the universe has guided me and supported me and took care of everything that I needed. And so that I just want to start my video off with a gratitude, being grateful and saying thank you to the universe and the Archangels for protecting me, and guiding me throughout this day. And it's amazing, when you learn about how to listen to your intuition, and that's like the spirit of God guiding and directing you. It's there's nothing like it, and it is beautiful. Like earlier, I did get off a different exit, and then the universe brought me back here. I got some numbers that were confirmations. Yes, this is where God wanted me, even though I went off on a different place. This was like 30 minutes away from where I actually went, because I just knew what I think. This is a city, I have never been in this area before, so this is where God has guided me today. And it is very interesting. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to switch titles or something, or topics tonight, because I'm on such a roll right here, so I think I am. It just because it's about how God really guides us, and it's amazing. When I used to go to church long time ago, I started going in the year of 95, and I was in one cult church, and I did make a couple of videos 2 days in a row, trying to help people out, either people that have been in a cult church. Ooh, see, that's what I wanted to look for, is the tower. See, this is the observation tower. It's funny, I thought that trail was closed, but when I went there, it was a different name of a trail, and I was like, I wanted to go to the tower so Starlight can have a tower moment. So I don't even know if I'm going to reach the tower, because it is kind of late. I don't even know what time this park closes. So here we go. Isn't it so beautiful? I'm like high as can be without any drugs, absolutely drug free, so anyway, we are going to switch topics. Like I figured right now is I really want to talk to you about how the universe, God, the archangels guide us, and at least Starlight, and it's amazing how this works. And some of you might ignore those videos, and might think, this crazy chick with these numbers and signs and all this. Let's see. I'm just reading these. Nature Center. We don't want to go to the Nature Center. But so some of you might think, what is up with this crazy Starlight chick with these numbers? And I'm going to mix this video up a little bit now that I realize what God really wants me to do here is, if you, I don't know, I can't really see you, but I'm going to ask all of you a question as I'm recording this video. Is raise your hand if you've ever gone to church. Wow, there's a couple hands there, some over there. Some people didn't even raise their hand, so some of you have gone to church, and some of you have not gone to church. So I gotta make sure I'm going to the right way here. You know what? I might have to backtrack, because I gotta, I'm just gonna trust my intuition on this part. So some of you have gone to church and some of you have not, and that is something where there's a different types of people out there. Some people might have, and this is, my heart goes out to you, really. Sometimes, depending on your family, some of you might have been raised in church. Your family might have been Christians, and they might have brought you up in the Christian way. And depending on the kind of church I went to, really, if you were like born into a Christian family, that could have been rough, really. You might even have nightmares today of the things that you endured as a child, where Christianity, if I said that right, was forced upon you, that you were made to go to church. And I do understand that, because when I was younger, my kids, hey, I wanted to go to church. Well, my kids are going to go. I'm not going to go get a babysitter, when I wanted to learn about Jesus. So, but my kids didn't mind. They ended up making friends in church, at least in the first church. So, it is amazing how, like I said earlier, about some of you might think Starlight's crazy, mentioning about these repeated numbers and signs that the universe gives us, if you even check them out. If you don't check those numbers out, repeated numbers or numbers that stand out, or check out, like, it's kind of funny. Not only this happened to me, but it happened to somebody else, where I was talking to a lady, and they don't have, oh, there's a blue. I'm just gonna go, this is kind of strange. One of the trails that I did look up, they said that it wasn't well marked, and I would have to say this one's not well marked. They need to go back and get some spray paint. So I don't so now I gotta backtrack what I was saying. So with the numbers, some of you might think I'm crazy, you know, and some of you may never check out those numbers, and like you might see them and think, you know, but hey, I can't force you to do anything. And I was saying about animals, you know, like, that's where I was. Now I'm backtrack. Now I remembered what I was talking about. Is this just didn't happen to me. This happened to, I talked to somebody yesterday on the phone. We talked like for a couple hours, somebody that I truly love. And it's kind of funny. I was talking to this female, and, you know, I would say something and things, you know, like, she responded and said, wow, you know, I got something similar to that. So we were going back and forth. I would say something and something would trigger her to, hey, you know, I can relate to that. So it was a beautiful conversation with this female. And then, you know, she mentioned about how, you know, she was with a man and he wanted to spend time with her, you know, it was an ex, and how, you know, she was thinking about, well, you know, I'll spend some time with him. But then a song came on the radio, and I can't remember the name of the song or the singer, because, yeah, I'm going the right way. See, Starlight's intuition was right. See, tower, if you can see that. Because I've never been here, and I couldn't really tell, because one of the trails, they said it was complicated, because they don't really have it marked good. But anyway, so she said an ex wanted to hang out and spend some time with her, and then a song popped on the radio saying not to go with him because he's a game player. I don't know what song. Some of you might even know what the song is, you know, and she did say some of the words, but it was something about being a player. And so it just was really, the message was don't go with him. And so the universe will do that to us, where, you know, it's really awesome. That's why you gotta use all your senses. Don't just use your eyes, you know, use your ears, you know, your intuition, your gut feelings, you know, or your heart, you know, where there's things that will happen to us. So I am gonna blend this video, this topic here, and because I wanted to talk about something else, but I can throw that in on this one. So numbers are so important. Like, and the other thing that this lady and I were talking, I didn't even mention it, but she mentioned to me, she said, you know, I was riding with somebody, and I think they parked the car, and then, you know, it's so weird that this would happen to her with this particular guy, a friend of hers, and a bird shit on the car window. And she's like, you know, that's a sign. Wonder what kind of sign that is from God, you know, when a bird shits on a window. And it's so weird, because I talked to a homeless lady in a different area, and I was talking to her, and before that, a man came through I think he possibly could have been homeless, because he had some kind of spirit in him, and he was looking around on the ground, and she noticed right away, oh no, you know, what does he want? And I seen what he was doing, because, you know, I see it all the time. I'm very observant with people. And so he's looking around on the ground for money, and then he came through and he asked us for money. You know, we didn't help him out. But right after he walked away, bam, a bird shit on her car window. And so I was trying to help her out with different information, and she told me a little bit about her and told me the stuff that she's waiting for and didn't know what was going to go on, you know, and she's been kind of upset because of the situation that she's in, because of something that happened before in her life with her ex and all these people. And so when that bird shit on her car window, it just was, I'm like, wow, that's a sign from the universe. And you probably are like, Starlight, what the heck? So it is so funny, because I was talking to this lady about numbers, you know, how to know what the universe wants to help you out and guide you and have you do certain things, And if you don't pay attention to the numbers, I am sorry, but I really can't help you out, and neither can God, really. I mean, God can help you out, but it's going to be much harder when you don't really know how God is communicating to you through these different ways. And so anyway, we looked it up on Google and said, what does it mean when a bird shits on your car window? And you could check it out. Go run, go check. You could check it out while I'm talking to you. So that was a message for her. It was her car. I just wanted to be funny with her and check that out. And then a few minutes later, a spider was on her window. So we checked out, what does it mean when you see a spider? So those are ways that the universe does communicate to us. And some of you probably don't believe it, and this is the funny thing, is just recently I've had a person, actually twice, that has done this, because there's a dark force out there and a light force out there. And like as far as churches go, there's people have been deceived with the Bible, and pastors out there, and what they want to keep people in a box. They don't want you, so it is something how they have been programmed to just believe everything that was in that Bible, and if it's anything outside that Bible, they have been brainwashed to believe not to, let's see, I gotta look at these things. Tower, we're gonna go to the tower. So they've been brainwashed, and controlled to believe. But here, the Bible is not an absolute 100% truthful. It's not 100%. So then you got to figure out what is the facts, and what, they added and took away different things. So now you got, so it's kind of a scary thing, is to, you can Google it yourself. Is the Bible 100% accurate? Find out yourself what Google says on that, study that out, so how, I don't want to get really on that topic right now. So with that, then it's really hard to believe anything. And it's almost like a person, that is not honest with you. They might be honest with you, but then the little lies, they got little lies that they do with you. So those people, Starlight's cutting out of her life, because then it's like I don't trust them in anything. Then I question everything that they do, because, they can't even be honest on the, and that's how Satan works, is, he could have a whole lot of truth, but those little bit of lies, so, wow, is this the tower already? This might be the tower already. That actually works out good, because Starlight, I want to climb a mountain somewhere, but this is just a tower really quick here. A quick tower, a tower moment. So when it comes to the Bible, if everything's not 100%, then it makes you question everything about what is real, and what did they take out, what did they add in, and it does say how God gave Satan a time on the earth to rule and reign on, the world, to test people, to see, are they, gonna get tempted by different things and not serve God, so you got to watch out. And I'm not going to word that perfect, so I know some of you, probably already have that memorized in there, but so Satan does have a period of time to do this, and God gave him permission to do this. So, it's to test really who love God, and, and that's trying to think of the person's name in the Bible where the Satan tested him over and over again, took his family away, his kids away, his home, So Starlight's kind of going through that in her own life right now, where, somebody actually had part in why Starlight is homeless. Of course, that person, thinks they're living the good life right now, but, what they say is what comes around goes around. Hey, it says keep going. This is cute. I gotta just show this. See these weird ways that you can get signs. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Keep going. It's almost like the speaking to Starlight. And then it says, wait, stop. So it is kind of funny how there is universe does use like the radio station to, like, with the person that I know, giving them a message, letting them know that, you know, don't go with that guy, you know. And I can't tell that person what to do, because if they said, hey, you know, this person wants to spend time with me, from the information I heard, I would have said, don't go. Because I know this person, you know, I met this person, and, you know, I would have said, no, don't do it. And it's beautiful how God, look at how beautiful, this is beautiful. It kind of blows because the shade is in that spot, so it kind of blocks out that area. But this is a beautiful observation tower here. Starlight felt like she had a tower moment a couple days ago. It's amazing though, how God does things in our life at times, you know, where we're being tested, and or we need to learn lessons. And so Starlight's going to just stay up here for a little bit, and I'm just looking at all the writing out here. Is so God was testing, or I was being shown some lessons last couple days. Whew, and I'll tell you what, those lessons were hard. You know, Starlight had some time to cry, you know, and it's amazing because I needed it, you know. It was God showing me as Starlight, you know, I believe in always to trust people first, because if we go around, I do know some people that they say, you know, I don't trust anyone, you know. So say if I was that person that says, I don't trust anyone. Well, how am I going to ever talk to anyone? I don't want to show you there's some rated X pictures out here. So, is if I don't trust anyone, how am I ever, as a Christian, going to reach anyone if I'm like, hey, I can't trust you? And that is fear that stops us, you know, is to say, hey, you know, I've been hurt in the past, and now, F you, everyone, I don't trust you. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not even going to get near you. I'm going to avoid you like the plague. Now, there's times at Starlight, somebody affected Starlight in a negative way, and they were really bad for me. And then I did say that today, I'm going to avoid you like the plague. And I did. I actually left the area. I'm like, I don't want to be around you. You know, I don't trust you. I'm not going to. So there's times that, you know, when God does show us those kind of people, where you get a red huge flag and God says, Starlight, that person's not safe to be around, you got a choice. Just like with my YouTube videos, you have a choice. I can make videos to guide you and help you and teach you. You don't have to listen to a word I say. You could go and do, you know, you can either go down the rabbit hole and learn some stuff of truth, or you could just, you know, take the blue pill and just believe all the lies that you've been fed, and just go about your business and not even learn anything, you know. And Starlight is definitely down in a rabbit hole. I'm Alice in the Wonderland here, you know, and I'll tell you what, it is challenging. You will definitely, if you want to know the truth, you're going to go through some messed up stuff, but you know what? The truth will set you free, and that is the beauty of it all. It is not, like I said a couple days ago, I had some low days, and last night I didn't even have any energy to even meditate last night. My head was throbbing of pain because of the stuff that I was enduring, but because of the time, I don't want to get too long on this video. Here's my peace sign here. I didn't do this though. So there's a peace sign for you. Love, light, and peace. So, hey, they are here. See the signs I'm getting? This is really a fact right there. They are here. I love reading stuff like this. Yeah. Never know what you're going to see. God sent me out here for a reason, you know. This is amazing. Today was a blessing. I have to say, if any of out of the there's 4 guys that God blessed me with today. Each one of them, helped Starlight out one way or another. I asked for help, and God did. God sent, guided me to different places. Let's see, I met 2 guys first thing this morning at the same park. Then the universe guided me to a different park. Then bam, I met another man that helped me there. So, you think that God's a joke. You might think that those numbers are a joke. You might think, all this that Starlight makes on videos is a joke. But you're the one missing out if you don't really even get what I'm saying on these videos as far as numbers and your intuition, knowing what your intuition, because I can't even say all the stuff that happened a couple days. That's a different video. That was the topic I was going to talk about. But really, I just want to talk about how great and awesome God is. We will be tested. So if Satan is the one that's testing us and saying, hey, yeah, I'll do this to Starlight, see if she curses God out, I've had people, all kinds of crazy stuff, Jesus was, around, and I heard people tell me different stories, and it's so beautiful how people will see what Starlight's going through, and they got different stories. Somebody said I'm like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, and I meet the Scarecrow and the Tin Man, and what was it? Scarecrow, Tin Man. There's a third one. If I can remember this. But he said I'm like Dorothy, going through the Wizard of Oz. Hey, see, this is so beautiful how I get signs out here. Just be yourself. Yes, that's a great sign. I'm not going to show you some of this artwork out here because some people, like I said, it's the rated X out here, some of it. It is beautiful how God can guide and direct us. And I never got this when I went to church. Isn't that something? I wasn't getting guided by God when I was younger going to church. So it's amazing how now I get to get guided by the universe. I'm just checking out these. See, there's a number here. I could check that number out. This might be a message here. So I'm not going to go too far. 904. I'm just looking to see if there's messages out here that God wants me to see. So you never know. What does it mean? You're all seeing that number. I just got to look around. God does all kinds of crazy stuff to Starlight, which is awesome because I do get information all over. There's places that, Starlight goes, and I swear I'm like in a video game, which in a way I am. And God will send me to weird places, like even hiking trails, and I'll find money. Like the other day, I didn't even go on the hiking trail because you had to pay for it, and Starlight refuses to pay to go on hiking trails. Hey, look at all the stars, So I'm just looking at all this stuff out here, looking for information. This is what Starlight does all the time, looking for things that God wants me to, get information out here. So this is how Starlight, you're just seeing what Starlight does, even if you were not here with me, is looking for numbers, symbols, signs, something, how God actually communicates to Starlight. So anyway, because the minutes, I'm trying to shorten my videos, it's really tough for Starlight. I could go on and on for some of these videos. So far, I got the number 904. So that could be a message, not just for me, for you. So maybe 904, you can look up on YouTube, or if you Google it, it's gonna, more than likely, it's gonna take you to YouTube videos with what does the number 904 mean? Maybe that has, a meaning for you, because from where I was and to where I am now, I got numbers all the way through, different numbers that I found on the throughway. And I did get the 888 today. I did get the 777. And it's kind of funny, the 777 today was on the radio. That was, it wasn't even, I didn't see that number on the side of the road like I normally would on phone numbers or car, on people's license plate, but I did get the 777 because that was a part of a telephone number for something that they were advertising about. So sorry, Starlight's like having you, I'm bringing you with me and you can't really see anything. So I am so sorry about that. I'm just checking all this stuff out. So anyway, because of time, see now somebody drew an eye. So I love all of you. Beep. I'll tell you, it's a trip how the universe has guided me for a while now, but really I had some lessons for 2 days in a row, and I will make a video on that particular topic because that is so vitally important, to do a video on that. So I can't put that message here because I want to shorten the videos. Anyway, I really hope you get help. Maybe that number 904 might be a message. I'm going to check that out when I get done here. But because of time, Starlight really flew over here as quick as I could because God moved me out here for a reason. God wanted me out of one area, and it was like I could feel it in my intuition today. I met 4 men today, and because God directed me and guided me to these 4 men. The first man gave me money for gas and gave me water, and I talked to him for a couple hours. Then another man I met, I talked with him like for about an hour, and he gave me $20 for gas money. I didn't even ask. He asked me, do you need any help with anything? And I asked the universe to get a full tank of gas today. And did I get it? Yes, I did. I asked today for water today. I was thinking, hey, I'll sell some of these beautiful big apples, big red juicy apples that God blessed me with yesterday. But it's so funny how God blessed Starlight all through the day with 4 men. And I got more than a gas full of gas, a gas tank full of gas. I needed extra stuff to go with the food that I got blessed with yesterday. So now I needed coffee and some creamer. So I got some coffee and creamer that I needed, because would you like to go without your coffee in the morning? So it is amazing how God used these 4 beautiful men. And the other guy, it's kind of funny. He was riding on a bicycle. And because God blessed me with water this morning from the one man, I said, hey, do you need some water? And so he pulled over and he wanted to buy my water. And I said, well, it is kind of funny as I'm trying to sell these apples to get some gas money. So it was so beautiful. I talked with him for like an hour, and he gave me $5, and I gave him an apple and a bottle of water. And the last man was so beautiful too. The last man I only got to talk to a little bit. We got along great. First thing, bam, we're both on. All 4 of these men are on some mission with God. I had 2 days of really down and out days. God was putting me through some stuff, some things that I had to learn. I was being tested and I was learning some very important stuff. And then bam, the last guy, all 4 of these men were so beautiful. I met this last man at a place, and he asked me, hey, do you need anything? And it's so funny. Sometimes we think that somebody can't help us out. And I said, well, I don't know, because I really need some gas money because I asked God for a full tank of gas. And it's amazing. That man, didn't even hesitate. A lot of people will give a lame excuse to Starlight and say, hey, I only got, they'll act like, hey, I don't have any cash, where they could have gone in a store to go. I've done this myself with other people, is I used my debit card, and I did help a man to go and get a ride on a train before, and it was almost my last bit of money. And so it is beautiful how this man, the last man, all 4 of these men, where he's like, hey, Walmart is like just right here around the corner here, and I can actually walk there quicker than you riding in the car. So he walked over there and I drove my car around, got there, and I was amazed. He went into an ATM at the area and gave me $60 in cash because he's on a mission and he gets it. He gets it big time. He's seen my sticker on my car, and instantly I was being funny with these guys, two of the men that I met at the last part, and I told him, I said, before he even was offering to even help me out, I said, God is calling me out somewhere. I got to hurry up. I can't really stick here very long because, you know, I could feel it in my gut. God saying, "Oh, Starlight, you gotta get out here." And I'm like, "Hey, I gotta get going." But it is so beautiful where I was getting going, and this guy wanted to help me out, and he did. So I thank all of you men, if you are watching, especially out of all of you, 2 of you might watch me because you did get the name of my YouTube channel, but the other 2 might not even check me out. So anyway, if you are watching this, thank you so much. All of you helped me to receive exactly what God wanted me to receive today. And I know here I am on 35 minutes again. But anyway, I do love you. You really, really got to trust these numbers and believe that God is doing a work with this, the numbers and signs and all that. I love you so much. This is Starlight, and I'll give you a view really quick. The sun is, I just saw a beautiful bird flying out in the back. But I almost pushed the wrong button. I am like, whew, I'm so tired right now, is because I've had a day. It's been a beautiful day. I am so blessed, you know. It is something taking a step of faith all the time like Starlight is, and if you've never experienced this, what a thrill it is. It can have highs and lows. I love you so much. This is Starlight, and you could give this video a thumbs up. You could check out that number 904, see if there's a message for you, like I got to check that number out. Anyway, you could give this video a thumbs up. That is if you want to see a change and be a change in the world. Also, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, I'm like, my energy level here, I gotta don't forget the notification bell. Plus, you could find me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. So, or on Facebook, Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. I'm so sorry, my energy is like draining out right now as I speak here because I've had a very exciting day, and I thank God, the universe, you know, Jesus, you know, the same, you know, that's my God right there, is the creator. So anyway, I do love all of you. This is Starlight. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.